Just in case you were opposed to this war, though, just in case you don't enjoy our government bombing innocent people, just in case you're not for us fighting all of these wars in another country for seemingly no reason and being lied to about it in the process. If you don't like it, it's okay. We have a solution. And by we, I mean us as the collective, the government, your overlord, your protector. The federal government has quietly streamlined the process of turning the nation's youth into tactical assets. Starting this December, the U.S. is officially moving to an automatic military draft registration system. The days of having to remember to sign up for selective service at the post office are over. The government has decided to handle the paperwork for you, ensuring that no 18-year-old is left behind when the subscription to national defense inevitably renews. If you are old enough, guess what? We're there for you. Automatically drafting people into the military, automatically signing up people for the draft, rather. It's one of those things where you want to believe it's almost in the past. Isn't this something that was like, didn't Muhammad Ali have a moment over this? Like, we realize as a culture, like, there's enough people that are serving in order to like justify this, right? And then especially like if we have to, all of us are fighting. This is for our country. Shouldn't there be more like somebody's invading? This is like existential. It feels like we might die if we don't fight. So it's fight. Of course, we have to stand up for our country. But you starting wars that people aren't even wanting to be a part of and have been opposed to. And for my entire life, I feel like this is the narrative I've been hearing, and apparently even before that, like basically since fucking Vietnam, people have been like, hold on, what are we doing? These people are getting rich while Americans are dying and we're killing other people, and it's all for nothing. Nothing actually changes. It's literally for what? What's happening? Well, now, if you are opposed to it, it doesn't matter. If shit actually hits the fan, you don't have to sign up. You don't have to. Don't worry. Don't worry. The government, your overlord, has decided that you are going to be in the system. And under this new system, the selective service system will use federal databases, everything from the DMV to the IRS, to automatically enroll every male between the ages of 18 and 25. And I don't want to say sexist, but I can't think of anything else, so it feels really fucking sexist. Only males? 18 to 25? What happened? What happened? What happened? I thought I thought it didn't matter. I thought it didn't matter. Since when? It's men and women. We have men and women soldiers. Why just the men? I don't understand. It feels a little bit sexist. I don't know. Maybe no, I really just shouldn't think about this like off the cuff because it's a crazy idea. But maybe, fuck it. I'm gonna put it out there since I've already started. Maybe whether you're male or female, maybe we should have just automatically signed people up to the military like this is some fucking communist country. Maybe we should act like we are not under a dictatorship. Maybe we should not pretend like we are constantly at some existential risk from all of these invading countries when we haven't had any countries invading us. Maybe we're not at the point where we just need to sign people up. I don't know. It feels like it's just bad timing with this whole war in Iran thing. The war that's not a war or whatever. But it just feels like bad timing. Oh, the the youth, they don't fuck with us. They don't want to do these wars. They don't like that we're doing bidding for Israel, or they don't like the Israel lobby or shit like that. It's okay. It's okay. They ain't got no fucking choice. And every single year we're gonna have a new generation that boop pops in the line, and then next year boop, next year it's gonna keep coming. It's gonna keep coming, and as people phase out, they might say, hey, you know what? I've already done a little bit of time. Or maybe we're just blowing this out of proportion. It's not actually going to happen. Nobody's going to get drafted. They're just changing the years. It's just getting with the times. It's just automatically doing it because, let's face it, nobody is just selectively, going to sign up for the draft. If they were selecting to do that, they would just join the military. And I understand why you might feel a little bit skeptical, a little bit hesitant to believe the government, but they are your overlords and they love you. It's the ultimate frictionless user experience. You don't have to opt in, you don't have to fill out a form, and you certainly don't have to think about it. You just exist. And the algorithm does the rest, checking your name off a list so that if a global conflict breaks out, the logistics are already handled. And you don't have to worry. If you want to avoid this, good luck. Good luck. We're using things like the DMV and the IRS. You think you can get away with not having a license just because we have, what, Waymos and shit like that? You got your Ubers and everything. Try not to make money. And if you do make money, try not to do the fucking taxes. You don't want to pay taxes? Well, guess what? You're going to jail. You're going to go to jail for that. And if you don't go to jail for that, you're going to go to jail for being a draft dodging fucking commie. You fucking hippie. Put your boots on and go to work. While the administration frames this as a simple bureaucratic modernization to save money and increase compliance, it also happens to be the most efficient way to ensure the military has a complete list of personnel ready to go. See, I think we do have a lot of soldiers, but I think this is one of those things where they realize that they're gearing up to be more and more controlling. They're going to be more and more limiting as far as the power that they have over us. The government is going to use technology to constantly surveil us. They're going to constantly try to control every single action that we do. And because of this, there's going to be a natural pushback. There's going to be more and more information that gets out there. So that's why they're already noticing that the younger generations are already blackpilled. They're already starting to lose trust. They're already, after COVID especially, like everybody's like, oh, fuck the government. They're losing control. And because they're losing control, they're thinking already 10 steps ahead in the future. All right, well, if we've already lost the millennials, the older and younger millennials, and maybe even some of the Gen Xers, we've lost the Gen Zers, the Gen Alpha and underneath, they probably aren't even paying attention. But who's going to be raising these people? Well, it's going to be the people we just listed. And because of that, they're going to raise them to question the government and stuff like that. Well, we can't give them a choice. Who's going to be affected by this? Everybody that is going to actually say something, that can do something, well, you're probably past the threshold. And if not, what are you really going to do? Down with the government. Take back. Don't do it. Change the year. Change the age limit. What are you going to fucking do? What you going to fucking do? This nigga was chosen by God. What you going to do? I think it's one of those things where they're playing chess. And if you think it's about the 18 to 25 year olds right now, I think you're missing the point. It's about the 18 to 25 year olds in 18 to 25 years. It's the people that haven't been born yet. The ones that are going to be fully ingrained and raised with the idea that, hey, you have the power to go get information. You have the power to say, wait a minute, just because you're the government doesn't mean you're right. Just because you're the government doesn't mean you have my best interest. And you're able to have the information at your fingertips to show all the proof that this is the case. It's not going to be just a conspiracy theory for them. It's going to be a doctrine, a way that they're actually raised. And it's not going to be everybody. It's not going to be. But it's going to be a larger percentage than there was before. And it's going to continue to dwindle more and more down, where people are going to be completely compliant with their government. Even people that are serving their country, they don't look at it like they're serving their government. They're serving their country. They're serving their family. And they still question their government. Obviously, you do have soldiers and people in all different industries that are just going to walk the line and they're going to follow whatever it is. But there's going to be more and more people that say, hold on, wait a minute. And because of that, maybe they need to already start thinking about how they're going to control things. And maybe I'm just being dramatic. Maybe I'm just being too much. I'm being overzealous with these dystopian futures that aren't gonna actually happen. They're not actually going to come into fruition. This isn't gonna be something that we have to live with. It's make believe. It's make believe, and maybe that will help us sleep at night. But I don't know. I don't want to tell you how I think it should be. I'm going to tell you how I think it will be. And yeah, I think they're going to do everything. They're going to do everything to get more and more control. And we're probably just going to fucking let them. Sometimes it'll be like this where we have nothing. Sometimes it'll just be because it's more convenient. It's the final evolution of the administrative state, a world where your personal data isn't just being sold to advertisers, it's being used to ensure you're pre-registered for the next major ground war. As we move into 2027, the government is making sure that the transition from high school graduate to government property is as seamless and invisible as possible. So buckle up, America needs you.